Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Laura A. Music Corner. I am here to do another Tommy reaction. I was looking through the list of songs that I haven't covered, and for some reason, it drew me to this one song that Finn McCool 2851 had given me two songs to react. So I had chosen The Light. I think was last month or the month before. And then I said, you know what? Let me do this one. I am very much aware of the song because I heard it through Nightwish. So I know this is a cover for the artist Gary Moore, which I'm not really familiar with Gary Moore because I'm never really heard his music here in the States. But I know this is a cover of his song Over the Hills and Far Away. So I said, let me try to check out Tommy's version. And Finn McCool 2851, I want to thank you. After the last reaction that I did with Tommy and Eric Gronville, I did note down those music. I believe these are music that Sabaton did. And you mentioned about the History Channel, that they have a History Channel with for this stuff, how they made the music. So thank you so much for sharing that information. And yes, I did write it down. That's why I'm looking down. So thank you so much. I really appreciating you sharing your music knowledge with me. It's a little rough journey for me, but I'm trying to catch up with you guys. But it's really appreciative because it just gives me a chance to check out more music that I never heard of. So it's quite a fun journey for me. So thank you, Finn McCool. I will definitely check it out in the future. So yeah, let's get to the song. I'm gonna do the reaction for the Over the Hills and Far Away, Tommy Johansson's cover, and let's get to it. I am looking forward to this. Sit down, relax, and let's listen to Tommy J.
Each night within his prison cell, he looks out through the bars. He reads the letter that she wrote. One day he'll know the taste of freedom. Over the hills and far away, she prays he will return one day. As sure as the river reached the sea, back in his arms again she'll be. Over the hills and far away, he swears he will return one day. As sure as the river reached the sea, back in his arms again she'll be. Over the hills, over the hills and far away. Over the hills, over the hills and far
Yes, yes, yes. I love this cover. I know I'm gonna make a lot of people pissed off about this, but I prefer this cover over Nightwish. I'm sorry to say, but no, I'm not lying. This cover was freaking much better. I mean, I loved how he was able to add in those. I never heard Gary Moore's original version, and maybe at some point I will check it out. But just to hear it through Tommy's through Tommy's eyes, hearing the this particular cover, I quite enjoy because the element of different guitar pieces that he added into the music, it was really fantastic. And a lot of you don't know, I love the music of Celtic sound, like different Celtic music. And it was funny because recently when I was on vacation and I visit my family, and I was in the kitchen, because I agreed to cook a family dinner because they love my cooking. And so my sister comes into the kitchen as I'm prepping up for the food, and she goes to me, "You like Celtic music? I will never thought over the years you would like Celtic music." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm always been into Celtic music because it feels like home to me." And and in my DNA, I have European. I'm Puerto Rican, but I have like 39% Portuguese, European Portuguese. So I guess through the bloodline, it stays like it's home, because I know I did a lot of research on a lot of the European Portuguese. They listen to a lot of Celtic music. So I said that would explain why. But I really enjoy Tommy's version. I think it was amazing that the elements of the different guitars, um, points of the music, he really knew. how to make the song much larger. And that's the part that I really enjoyed. It's almost like you go to a tavern and you're hearing this song being played and you just get up and you're gonna dance. And that's how I felt at this moment watching this performance. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna stop along the way and I'm gonna share, the different points of the music that I enjoyed most. And before I even start the video, I really enjoy how he started the solo. It was so precise, it was so clean, but yet fun. And that's what I enjoyed, hearing the solo towards the beginning.
They came for him one winter's night. Arrested, he was bound. They said there'd been a robbery. His pistol had been found.
Hear him adding the Celtic sound through the guitar, and I'm also hearing the keyboard because I know he's playing the keyboard on, like the off screen, just to add the layer of the music. But I just love how he is able just to keep up with the points of how correctly to play the song. And it's just really, I love how he was able to amplify the sound of the song because, it's just like he elevated this cover like to a point like I felt, like I mentioned before, I felt like if I was going into a tavern and I'm about to have a fantastic time and dancing and enjoying the community of people. And so he knew how to capture the essence of bringing in the community of fun into the music.
They marched him to the station house. He waited till the dawn, and as they led him to the docks, he knew that he'd be wrong. He stand accused of robbery. He heard the bailiff say he knew without an alibi tomorrow's life would mourn his freedom over the hills and far away. For 10 long years he'll count the days over the mountains and the sea. A prisoner's life.
I got no complaints about Tommy's voice. I got no complaints about his voice. He just knows he doesn't have to go over exaggerated on the high notes right at this point because really the range, it has to be consistent. But I just love how it's just like he is able to just uh, it's like I need a cigarette right now and I'm not a smoker. He just knows how to make people feel relaxed and just enjoy the moment of music. And he is able to stay consistent, keep it really light, and keep it really tight with making sure that everything is playing in sync.
For him to be, he knew that it would cost him dear, but yet he did not say. 'Cause where he'll been that fateful night, a secret it must lie. He had to fight back tears of rage. His heart beat like a drum, and with the wife of his best friend,
like I told you before, I really enjoy hearing Tommy's normal range. And that is not going to change. In every reaction, you're going to hear me say this. I really enjoy hearing him in his normal range because he has so much soul in his voice. And just experiencing, just to hear him bring in a lot of the emotion, it's almost like a gift that keeps on giving. So I really enjoy just hearing that because of the fact that, he's a fantastic, tenor. Like he could hit those, like the gentleman, this was a gentleman that he made a comment um on one of the reactions that I did that he's an E6 range in the voice. And yes, he is fantastic in doing those ranges. But me personally, I love to hear people singing in this normal range because it just adds a lot of depth in their soul, in the music they sing, and I quite enjoying this moment as I'm hearing him.
Each night within his prison cell, he looks out through the bars. He reads the letter that she wrote. One day he'll know the taste of freedom. Over the hills and far away, she prays he will return one day. As sure as the river reached the sea, back in his arms again she'll be. Over the hills and far away, he swears he will return one day. As sure as the river.
I'm sorry, but I am loving all those pieces of the guitar in each part of the song and how he is meticulously making sure that he's on point and adding that little flair into it. I'm really enjoying it because that's why I said it feels so fun. It feels so light. It feels like you're in a party. And just hearing him and his talent is shining through this music video that I really enjoy this experience just hearing him do this because like I said, I heard a lot of guitarists throughout my years, and I enjoy each artist in their own right. But with him, he's starting to, and it's not so much starting to, he has proven to elevate his genius in the music that he's doing. And it's really remarkable just to see him evolve and becoming the artist that he wants to be. And I quite enjoy listening to him and just really immersing myself into the music because it's really hard for me to find good music, but when I do, I really really appreciate it. And like I always mention to you guys, I'm adding it to the list because I really love to sit down in my off time. I could be on my way to work, I could be here getting ready to for my day, and getting my glam on and just immersing myself into the music of the artists. And so just to hear him evolving and how he is meticulously improving over the years, it shows the dedication that he has for his art. So I really am enjoying this experience right now.
Reach the sea, back in his arms again she'll be. Over the hills, over the hills and far away. Over the hills, over the hills
like knew how to shine in this last piece of the music, you know. He just like he took it off. He just went took off on that plane and just pretty much soar with the with this, you know, this end piece of the song.
Over the hills and far
Eh, I'm gonna be there. No, that this was very enjoyable. Will I add it to my list? Absolutely. Absolutely. You'd be surprised. What and too bad there's the other songs that I wish to add to my music collection in my Spotify, and I still he hasn't put it up. Come on, Tommy. Help his sister out. So anyway, I really enjoyed doing this reaction. I really look at this hair. Oh, Jesus. I really enjoy doing this reaction with you guys. Finn McCool, thank you again. Finn McCool 2851, thank you so much for requesting this song too. And yeah, and that is about it. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in for this reaction. If you enjoyed this reaction, you know what to do. If you are new to the channel, you are very much welcome to subscribe. If you have any requests regarding to any Tommy Johansson's music, drop a comment on the comment section or any other artist. It doesn't matter. Just drop a comment. I definitely have been writing it down. Yes, I have. Writing all that loveliness down. So I am going through it, but I'm enjoying the experience and just sitting down and just checking out the music with you guys. So yeah, that is it. So thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon on the next music reaction at Laura A Music Corner. Have a good day or night. Bye.